Hello and welcome back to the garden. The new raised bed, there it is. It's been built about a week now, so it's soliding up a bit. The bed is designed to house plants like I've got in front of me. This is a yucca. What they need is really sharp, good drainage. The cold is not so much of a problem in our wet British winters. It's the rain, the constant rain and wet that usually does for them. So with that in mind, this bed has been created to plant them in. So what they need to help getting through our winters is really, really good drainage. The bed, as you can see, already has shingle on the bottom. Further up there, you'll see a pile of rubble. So I've broken that lot already. I'm going to break some more, and what I'm going to do is spread the rubble right along the bottom of the bed on top of the shingle that's already there. That's 10mm shingle, and when you scrape it, there's some 20mm shingle underneath already. So I've got a depth mostly of 30 to 50 centimeters. It's going to be a really, really free draining mix, really free draining. So once I plant into it, the water should move straight away from the roots of the plants, is the plan. If the roots do need more nutrients or substance, they should still, it's shallow enough that they should still be able to go down and reach the soil underneath if that's their wish. But a lot of them like really, really sharp drainage. So with that in mind, I'm now going to break some more old slabs and bits of concrete into pieces, enough to go right along the bottom of the new bed, and we'll come back and have another look, see how I'm getting on. The rubble's now in the bottom of the bed. Take a look. We have a look at it. I've broken it up fairly small. There's a reason I've broken it up fairly small. At some point I'm going to plant in the here, and if I leave too big a chunks in the bottom as I'm trying to dig down, because if you look at the depth now, we're now about 20 centimeters from the top of the bed. When I dig down, if a plant is any size pot at all to plant, I'm going to have to break through this layer to get the plant into the ground. Anyway, if you look now, hopefully you can get a general idea of how the bed is going to work. The rubble is in here to act to let the water get away. If we look carefully, there's large gaps between the bits of rubble, which the water should be able to flow through. That's the plan anyway. So the bed is now filled up, as I say, all the way across to about 20 centimeters from the top of the bed. Quite happy with that. And it's got rid of a load of rubble I had over from when I've been doing my paving recently. So that's a double win by getting rid of that. So on to the next step. And there we are, the bed's filled nearly to the top. You're actually joining me about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, after I started filming the first part of the video. I had to finish the paving around the side. of the bungalow, and unfortunately once I did that I couldn't get the material around the back to carry on filling the bed up. Anyway, it's dry now and I've filled the bed nearly to the top, so let's have a look. What I've put in now, if we can have a look, is all in ballast. This is 10 mil. There's some bigger stones in here because some has been scraped up off the driveway as I was digging it up, but generally it's 10 mil ballast. 10 mil ballast is sand and 10 mil, maybe a slightly bigger stone in equal measures, about a 50-50 mix. So what that should ensure is really, really sharp drainage. So to recap, we've got the rubble in the bottom. We've now got approximately a 20 centimetre layer of ballast on top, which will supply really, really sharp drainage, which is the type of drainage the plants that are going to be planted in here like. If you look, let me go around the other side. I haven't actually put it in level. You take a look, you can see it's actually raised up and sloped. Isn't just how I filled it up, this was done on purpose, because when I plant into this, I want to be able to plant plants rather than upright, slightly at an angle, because the biggest enemy of the plants that are going in there is the wet rather than the cold, and I want the water to drain away from the centre of the plant. So by planting at a slight angle should help the water to drain away. I'm tempted, or I was tempted, to do some planting this year, but we're getting towards the end of September now, and if I'm in all reality, it's far too late to be planting the sort of plants into here that like really dry conditions. Once they're in, they need to settle down, so I probably won't do a lot more to this bed now until the spring when I'll plant it up. I'm still to go on here, I haven't done it yet. Obviously I'm going to plant it up first. Well, I'll get it here ready. It's going to have 10 mil shingle nearly to the top of the bed. You'll see around the edge it's still quite low, so up to nearly the top of the top edge of the bed is going to be 10 mil shingle. This will keep the necks and the bases of the plants really dry because it'll be really sharp drainage. Water is their worst enemy because they rot, especially in the winter. As I say, I have been tempted to put some plants in. I've had some waiting a few years now to go in a bed like this, but I'm going to hold off till the spring. I've got various things to go in that have just been stood around waiting really. I've got yuccas and agaves and all sorts to go in, but no, I'm going to hold off till the spring. So if you want to build yourself a raised bed, I'm not saying it's right, but that's the way I've gone about it, and I believe it should work. Really good drainage is the key. You need to remember this bed is built, the natural soil here is clay, which drains terribly, so hopefully this will be high enough that the plants can get the roots down into a bit of soil if they want. If not, they can enjoy the natural drainage. So yeah, rubble in the bottom, 10 mil all in ballast up to this level, and then it's going to have 10 mil shingle on top to finish it off. I may incorporate some rocks when I finally plant it up to enable better planting positions, but that'll be in the spring now. So that's really it for the raised bed. Hope it was helpful. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And join me next time at Heathcroft Garden.